One should declare the causes which impel them to select some plants over other plants. Hey, you found us here in the plant shed. My name is Art.
I'm Kendahl.
And we're here to talk about
plants.
Not just any plants. We want to talk about red, white, and blue plants because
it is the 4th of July.
Woo!
Yes, happy birthday, America. Patriotic plants, oh yes.
Do you have any 4th of July traditions that you do in your family?
Not really. We really don't.
Okay.
How about you guys?
I always like to read the Declaration of Independence.
Do you?
As a family.
That's awesome.
But it got me to thinking that for the plant show, it's really more appropriate to have a declaration of dependence than independence. So here's my first take. I wrote that this morning. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary to breathe, to eat, or to drink, and to assume among the powers of the earth the honor and sacred duty to cultivate our grounds and property, a decent respect for the utter dependency of all mankind upon plants requires that one should declare the causes which impel them to select some plants over other plants. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all plants are not created equal, that they are endowed by their creators with certain alien attributes, benefits, and delights, that among these are life, beauty, and the USDA hardiness zone. Yes. Prudence, indeed, would dictate that popular plants long established should not be hewn or transplanted for light and transient causes, but only for gross indecency or misbehavior. And that's about where I ran out of steam.
That's perfect.
But basically, I was going to get to the point. I mean, basically, we are totally dependent upon plants.
Absolutely.
There's no independence from plants. So that's what we're here to talk about.
That is a wonderful spin on it.
But where I'm mostly motivated and interested is to say, yes, we need plants to breathe. All our water is, like, plants are literally the filter for water. They don't consume water. They filter it.
Yes.
They improve it.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many the benefits of plants.
Absolutely.
But we're captivated by the idea, why should some things that are so necessary and utilitarian and without flaw, really, perfect system, also be beautiful? And therein lies that beauty is not frivolous. Ornamentation is not beside the point. It is a huge part of the point.
It is.
So that's what we're here to celebrate.
Absolutely.
And it's not a light or a momentary thing. So let's jump in and looking at some photos.
Okay,
let's do it. Most of these you haven't seen before. It's a complete surprise.
Okay.
But this one, I have a suspicion you have seen.
I have seen that, and it just seemed appropriate for the 4th of July.
So, yeah, it does. That's why I included it. So this is your house.
That is my...
When did you take it?
My front porch. I took that, gosh, just recently, just a week or so ago.
So what do you have?
Some caladiums, pentas, mandevilla, and cast iron plant. There's
a fern in there.
There is. It's a macho fern.
Okay.
So the only cold hardy thing in there is the cast iron plant. So I can leave that and switch the rest of it out in the fall. But there's a little porch overhead, so it has some shade, and it just brought a little bit.
That looks really great.
It brought some happiness.
I vote for that being good.
Well, thank you very much.
Now this
is
an entirely different take on decorating your landscape for the 4th of July.
That is large and in charge. That's amazing.
But
wow,
I don't think it qualifies. I mean, how did they do that? This is my only guess, is that they painted it.
Yeah.
Like this dude is doing, like, yo.
That took some work. But that's a great effort. I love it. Is it? Yeah.
I think that's bad.
That's going over the top there.
I prefer this.
Oh, now that's impressive. I love it.
We got the red and white begonia. And ageratum?
Could be ageratum. Could be bellflower, which we may be sharing today. That's beautiful. Oh, I love it. They got the wave in.
You do? They put the wave in, but it's certainly not as impressive of an effort, but...
It's plant.
And, like, what are you doing with that space afterwards?
I'm not sure. they're planted rather close together. They're gonna get big.
So,
that's beautiful. There's petunias.
A little size problem. The petunias don't grow as tall as this.
They do not.
Begonias do. But I thought it was kind of cool, the stars making it like cut out. Instead of saying I'm going to put white interspersed in.
Right, no, I love it.
I wouldn't have thought of that. This is a completely different take, which is maybe my favorite so far.
I love it.
Because
that took some
green.
That took some skill.
It's a green flag.
That is beautiful.
Pretty cool.
Oh, I like that. Well,
I don't like that.
Is it painted on?
I think they painted a tree.
Okay, well.
Well, a stand of trees. You liked it at first sight. I could tell.
Good intentions. Good intentions.
I don't dig that.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. That's
this is, they said, well, we don't have to have red, white, and blue plants. We can just...
I love it. Oh, that's fun.
So at first sight, it's fun, but I don't think this is nearly as livable as that other one that you saw.
No.
I mean, it's a palette. Doesn't actually... Like, what are you doing? And they got these black and white zebra boots.
Well, they repurposed the palette.
And
they could plant that palette.
Yeah. I'm not as big a fan of this one, but it caught my eye.
Yeah, I
thought it was a good example.
Oh my. Oh wow.
Red, white, and blue.
So my gracious, it's like a pathway and that you're not going to walk on.
Get out of here, right?
That's intense. Yeah. This might have been earlier in the season, and that might be muscari, the little blue. I think that's a muscari. It's a bulb. That's beautiful. Wow.
So it's not the only...
Oh my
not
goodness.
Not everybody does it with red, white, and blue, but some are just going for like the...
Man.
I guess to make a fake river?
Yeah, that's incredible. This is in the spring, April, tulips blooming. Man, that's pretty. Oh wow.
Going all out.
I love it. Wow. Is that real?
It's starting to look weird. Starting to look pretty weird.
That's not... Okay.
I did not Photoshop
that,
but
that does not
so these are all things I just found online. Just swiped them off the
Okay.
internet. For some reason, this family did a piñata for 4th of July.
Okay. Looks like fun. Oh.
She drops the bat.
That's a space shuttle.
Helpful brother. Here we go.
Oh, here it comes. She took
the arbor came down.
She took it all down. Yeah, that's muscari. Tulips. Man, that's beautiful. All bulbs.
Red, white, and blue.
Love it.
So that's not going to be timed for 4th of July.
No, but it's very lovely.
We should move 4th of July to early April.
Celebrate it, you know?
Right. Well, let's look at some red, white, and blue plants.
Well, let's do. So here we are, the little slice of Americana. This is Callicarpa Americana, beautyberry, our Native American beautyberry. Deciduous shrub, yellow fall color, but it's blooming now with these lavender blossoms that will develop into purple berries, loaded with clusters of purple berries. Not something you see very often. Fantastic plant. And actually, Art, they studied this plant years ago because there was a old wives' tale that perhaps this repelled mosquitoes, and they studied it, and indeed it did. Isn't that fun?
That is cool.
It does have a very strong scent about it, but it's a great, great plant. Gets large, 6 to 8 foot tall. We love it here at the farm. That's a great plant.
I'm going to set this in front.
Alrighty.
Then we can enjoy it.
So, this plant, this is Coreopsis American Dream, and it was my dream.
So these are American plants,
yes.
Patriotic, not necessarily red, white, and blue.
They're coming.
Okay.
But it was my dream that this would be in bloom today.
Yeah, didn't happen.
Not quite there.
Just a couple.
Just starting to open up, but a great, great plant. This is a cultivar of our native Coreopsis, and it's a wonderful perennial. They're long-lived. They bloom through the summer. You can shear it real easy, and it'll keep on blooming, but it's a beautiful, beautiful plant. American Dream, Coreopsis. And of course...
Well...
You know that guy.
Patriot.
Yes.
Hosta Patriot.
My favorite hosta by far. Absolutely love this plant because I love the strong, that bold color in there. It's just a wonderful plant. These are starting to bloom now.
You know where this came from?
Yes, I do. It was bred at Mob Jack Nursery.
That's right.
Yeah.
Our friends the Machins at Mob Jack.
Yep. Right here in Virginia. But I love it. It's a great plant. Patriotic, just in time for the 4th of July. We got to celebrate.
You want this one?
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go with some red. With some red, some white, and, well, we're going to do versions of blue.
Yeah. That's probably the truest blue flower.
It truly is. It's unique. This is a plumbago. Ceratostigma plumbaginoides. This is a dwarf plumbago. A true blue flower, which is kind of unique in Virginia. We don't see a lot of true blue. A lot of our blues here, we refer to them as blue, but they're kind of purpley on the lavender side. So this, I felt like, was pretty close to getting red, white, and blue here at the farm. Drift rose.
They look fantastic right now.
Aren't they wonderful? They just bloom and bloom and bloom. Just blooming machines. This is a little bellflower, Campanula. Rapido White. And this also has been blooming for several weeks too. It just keeps blooming. This little guy likes a little bit of shade in the afternoon. This plumbago, wonderful perennial. It gets beautiful red fall color. It'll go dormant in the winter and be right back next spring, but it blooms blue flowers all summer long. So it's a great plant. So there's our red, white, and blue. But no plant show would be done for the 4th of July until we share. Here we go. We saved the best for last. Fireworks.
Yeah.
Fireworks. So this is an annual grass here. It won't survive the freezing temperatures.
Pennisetum rubrum fireworks.
Yes. Yes. It's a variety that came out that's a little bit smaller, a little more compact, but look at the beautiful, variegated, the nice colors in there with some pink tones, and it's just starting to bloom now. Awesome.
We looked at this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
did we not?
Yeah, we did. For Dad. It's a good one for Dad.
Right.
Oh.
Do we want to say please and thank you?
We do want to say please and thank you. Please. We love hearing from you and seeing your amazing photographs. So send them to us, the good, the bad, and the, well, it seemed like a great idea at the time.
Go for it.
Please do. Oh, yes. I have a very special one for you today. Wall worthy. I know you're looking around because you're going to...
I do. I'm very curious.
Okay, this week, 4th of July.
Are you kidding me? Have you ever used that?
Yes, it is. This is a very versatile product. It looks so gimmicky. It is an extremely useful product. A lot of field growers now will dig in the summer with Super Thrive and ship them out about a week later. So it's a really interesting product. If you're transplanting something, moving them from location A to B, this is a very helpful product.
With 150 hormones, vitamins, minerals.
Yes.
World's greatest super
it really
champion.
It's very beneficial. Now, if you're planting anything from a container to the ground, do you need it? No. But when you're moving somebody in the heat of the summer, you just have to move it, or you're having some work done in your house. Very helpful. Wonderful product. You can use it on Christmas trees. Add it to your water, and it will actually help the needles retain longer on the plant. Just a really interesting product.
The best marketing ever. I love reading the labels of things.
Yes.
And the ads that are in magazines for Super Thrive. Not so much anymore. Because Dr. Thompson or whoever it was that developed it passed away, and his kids may be embarrassed by his advertising. But they haven't gone straight too far.
No. It's an effective tool to use.
1940 World's Fair gold medal. 100%.
Awesome? Isn't that awesome? What do you think?
It's classic.
Well worthy, sir?
Of course.
Awesome.
I don't know where to put it.
Awesome. It made the wall. Super Thrive.
I'm a fan. Never used it, but I'm a fan.
All right. Very good.
Based on the marketing alone. This is our latest film. It's by Peter Furhman in Arizona.
Okay.
And it's a paper flower artist.
Oh.
Yet another paper flower artist. We've probably filmed like 6 of these people. And
whoa. It's extremely intricate.
Yeah. So she's originally from Mexico City. This is just a teaser to the film. She speaks in the film about the size that she's doing them. She makes them very small, but now she's doing, look at the size of that peony.
Oh my.
Strange, huh? And then she speaks about how, as we'll see, that she wants to start to do extinct plants.
Interesting.
True to life, realistic, extinct plants.
They're no longer here. That's some of my challenges that I wanna I wanna make it to the next level. Bring all those plants so people could appreciate them and see them as real as they can look, and long time ago, or some people, when they are growing up, they say, I used to see this plant, we don't see them no more. And I wanna bring up that. I wanna bring different plants there, that extent.
So thank you, Peter. And if you want to see the film in its entirety, go check it out at PLANTPOP.com. The link's in the description. And at the end of the video, we'll have a link to it as well. So,
That was awesome.
paper artist is kind of cool. I love artists of all kinds.
Yes.
But one of the reasons that we want to make films specifically about paper artists is partly because I hate fake plants. So there's a love-hate because there's craftsmanship and artistic talent going in.
Yes.
And they're being inspired by plants. So there's a little bit of tension in my own soul, I guess, for a paper fake plant. So I was really intrigued, though, about how she said she wanted to do extinct plants. Which I'm like, well, there's a good... Logically, my mind says, oh, well, that's how it should be done. That's great.
Yes.
But what extinct plants? I'm racking my brain.
Oh, there's a lot. And there's a lot that are on the way today. I mean, it's an issue.
So you say there's a lot, but what is there?
Well, for example, the Venus flytrap is actually only indigenous to a very small, I believe it's about 250 acres in a bog area of North Carolina. That's it. It's the only place it's native to.
In the entire globe.
Yes. Yes. And they're propagated and they're cultivated and sold by reputable nurseries, but then there are some that will take them. So plant poaching is a real thing and a real concern. A lot of endangered, rare plants they're in jeopardy.
But so that's where I come and ask for help, because I literally only think about plants that are in the trade.
Oh, right.
And that I can make money on.
Right.
That's where my thoughts are.
Right.
So I'm at a total loss to think what plants are out there that we've been robbed of the privilege of getting to see and experience.
Yes, many. So
I'm willing to be educated.
Absolutely. What she's doing is that's
But
pretty
right
awesome.
now, everything she's been doing is plants from her own experience.
That's her
in childhood.
That's her next endeavor. That's exciting.
Frontier, so.
That's very exciting.
Now, for the 4th of July,
Okay.
I was trying to think of what pop culture reference to make.
Okay.
And I was at a loss for red, white, and blue. But there's a TV show that's called The Americans.
Okay.
And so I thought, okay, well, that's got enough of a connection to 4th of July. However, the Americans are Russian spies that are trying to destroy America in the 1980s. So I went and I found one place where they talk about plants.
Okay.
And the Americans, I think this is season 3, episode 15, something like that.
It's a succulent. Grows like a weed and requires minimal effort.
We don't
Kind
hear
of plant. Thank you. Mother-in-law's tongue.
Oh.
Okay, well.
Okay. But I see a snake plant.
It's so strange being here
So-
in your house, your mom's house. This is
Lady on the right
it's fun.
is the Russian spy.
Okay.
She is,
I don't know. I was
trying to get
Always afraid that if
befriend the other lady.
Okay.
So she gets her a plant.
How else would you befriend somebody? Give them a plant. They'll be your friend for life.
Coach bag. Nice. I know. Do you like it? Fancy.
So their goal is to get
Guess
some
what?
photographs
Norfolk has a
of
plant 10
America's
miles
top
from here.
secret stealth bomber.
Look at for a transfer.
And this lady is involved in it?
50 mile commute
That's
to
right.
bed.
Okay.
And since I
She
have
works for
security
Northrop
clearance, if
Grumman.
something comes up, my name goes to
okay.
the top of the list. Fingers crossed.
But she must be a plant lover. So
Plus I got my own kitchen.
I don't know. She didn't seem to know what the plant was. Well, that's it. The Americans. It's very dramatic.
that is very dramatic.
So let's learn about some mother-in-law tongue.
Well, let's do. How about we share that? Let's see. You know, this is for you, Art.
You're letting me take it home? Thanks.
That was my befriending you gift, as,
All
they,
right.
as they did on the program. So this is a Sansevieria. This is has several different common names. Snake plant, mother-in-law tongue. What a wonderful, wonderful plant. Sansevieria is one of the few plants that will continue to give oxygen at night. Most plants kind of
Right.
slow down. This guy keeps going. Does not need a lot of water, exceptionally drought tolerant.
It looks great too.
Man, what a
What
great...
causes the corkscrewing of the...
This is just the variety of this
fronds.
plant. There's so many different ones in the world. We'll share them in the next few weeks. Some of the many different ones. Here we go.
What? I mean, you gave it to me.
It's yours. Oh, looks okay. So you can give this to your mother-in-law. I guess you can pass it along if you so choose.
I think my daughter
Ah,
is the one who's going to be excited
like
about
that.
it. Julia.
great plant inside of a home. I mean, just it does not require much effort at all. It is just not a needy plant. So that's
Don't really need the sunlight.
it'll put them in the
Could go in
corner.
the hallway, not even close to the window.
Have a good life. I'll water you, when I think about it. Just walk by and okay.
So it's a great plant to gift.
It's a wonderful
that
plant to
reason.
give to some. Yes, because it's not going to be a needy plant. Excellent choice. Good plant anywhere in your home. Just I can't say enough about snake plant. And there's so many different ones. We'll share them from time to time. There's some really interesting ones
Have you
out there.
propagated it?
We have propagated them here, without you knowing, at the farm.
Right.
But yeah, we have.
So tell me about the process.
We just divided them here at the farm. Yeah. Because they just continue to make babies. They'll just send up shoots. So we just divide
But
them.
it's not a rapid, aggressive grower.
No, it is not. Mm-mm.
So if you were to divide it, how? We're talking years.
No. It's going to depend on the variety. This one grows a little bit quicker. But you're right, some are very slow growing. There's some really
Cool.
interesting ones out there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Happy 4th of July.
Thanks. Well, that's all we got for this week.
Thank you so much.
We've looked at some red, white, and blue plants.
We have.
We've looked at patriotic plants.
We have.
We had a little declaration of dependence
We are
on these guys.
completely dependent on these guys.
And next week,
Oh,
we're
good
going
one.
to keep it short.
Good one. Very short. We're going to talk about dwarf plants next time.
So join us right here
Please
on our
do.
plant show. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.